I can't.
Unify leadership. Let's move. Let's lead. Let's ride. Unify leadership. Light the flame, turn it up loud. Remember the name. Unify leadership. Power and pride. We don't just talk, we testify. Unify leadership. Heart and grind, purpose and rhythm, perfectly timed. Bass hit heavy, croppers and rhythm, purpose and rhythm, perfectly timed. Bass hit heavy, crowd on sway. Culture clay, truth and play. Sifu, Rafael, calm control, leaders in sync. Hearts of gold, focus sharp, the mission clear. Every step forward, silence the fear. Discipline, dripping, confidence, how we move together, we amplify. Who we are, unified. What we lead, unified. Stand tall, unified. Every time, unify leadership. Raise that bar, leaders in rhythm, born to spar. Raise that bar, leaders in rhythm, born to spar. Steady and true, the sound of the few that follow new. Strong alive, this is the beat where leaders thrive. Unified leadership.
Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Good morning, bro. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, exceptional. Getting better every day.
Good, man. It's good to see you, bro. Nice sweater. I love the sweater you have on this morning, good brother.
You want to see it? Let me show you something.
Yeah. Let us check it out, man.
So I teach Tibetan Lama Pai, which is a Chinese martial arts that was brought from Tibet.
Okay.
So when I found this sweater, people always say, get an ugly Christmas sweater. And I said, wait a minute,
Right.
This is different. This is a little different, right?
What is that? A goat?
That's a llama.
A llama. Okay.
So because I teach Tibetan Lama Pai, I'm like, what a great sweater.
Yes.
I got my little bowl right here. I got my little scarf.
Oh yeah, man.
I said,
That's
I got to
awesome,
pick
bro.
this up. This is a llama, man.
That is awesome, bro. I love that, man. Man, I used to be afraid of llamas, brother
Whoa.
Sifu.
Because
I
they
was
spit at you,
afraid.
right?
Yeah, and that's why. I mean, that's kind of the universal effect, I'm sure. But my dad
Right.
he used to say it. We went to some little safari where you drive through when I was a young fellow and that. And he's like, hey, don't roll that window down because the mamas will spit on you. And we like, spit on you? What do you mean? So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
pretty
Good
cool.
morning, Daniel.
Yeah, good morning, Daniel. Daniel Paulin, is that how you say his name? Where's
Yeah,
Daniel
that's
Paulin?
Danny Z, right?
That's Danny. Okay.
Danny
Shout out to
Z.
Danny
So
Z.
he's
Yeah.
going to be our keynote speaker in Florida, Tampa.
Yeah, man.
Tio is our amazing speaker too. So if you don't know about Tampa, reach out to Tio, reach out to me, and we'll make sure that you get in the room with us. It's going to be a dynamic event.
Yes.
So
I
let's
know
talk
Danny
about,
Z.
this is the
Yeah.
last show of the year for you and me, but we recently just got started. And I got to tell you, when we look at 2025, one of the best decisions I ever had in 2025 was in unifying you and me to bring this show together for people.
Wow. Special, brother.
Great decision, man.
It is, man. I say it all the time, and for the listeners out there, viewers, it is real unification. You just can't say it any other way, and that means a lot in closing out 2025 and entering into 2026. Because again, relationships are very, very paramount in these seasons in which we're living in today. So you are an amazing individual, Sifu. And I just want to thank you.
Because the other one can't come up as much.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for last week. Last week, I was able to hold the fort down and talk about integrity, man, and just what that really means, and spoke it from the heart. When I went back and watched it a day or so later, I was like, man, that was so easy because of the environment in which, in terms of the unification that you and I forged together, man. So it's unified leadership, man. That intro song right there, whether you like, upbeat, snazzy type music or whatever it may be, man, that if you listen to the words, which was crafted and constructed by this brother right here, brother Sifu Rafael, man, like you crafted that, brother. Like you had that ear. I'm a DJ, I love music. I'm surrounded by all this equipment in here and beat machines and keyboards, turntables, microphones. And when you sent it to me, I was like, wow, bro, this feels familiar. Because for so many years, swapping music back and forth with other producers and using Pro Tools and all the things that I love, man, near and dear. I heard that sound. I was like, bro, that's it. Unified leadership. Like it just it means so much more. And I just appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, but I don't want to take anything away from anyone, especially you, because I didn't do that by myself. It was a unified occurrence, if you will, because
Yeah.
and you said something pretty interesting. You said with all the other collaborators that you've done business with,
Mhm.
am I the first one that you've done this with? As far as creating the music, the song, the go back and forth, make sure it's right, the words. And I said, you want to know the truth? And you said, absolutely. And I said,
Yes.
no, you're the first person that we spent some time
Right.
putting things together. We spent time even doing the logo, right? So look at the
Yes.
logo. You see it over Coach Clay's
Mhm.
head,
Yeah.
right? And what winds up happening? Actually, you have to go the other way.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at yeah.
But
Yes.
it was a true collaboration, right? Because I did something, you're like, and then so we kept fudgeting, if you will, until we got what we know is now an incredible logo, an incredible song. But it only happened because we put our brains together and we
Right.
unified in a really particular way to build something that will have legacy behind it, that
Right.
has legs, that can run. And I got to tell you, our first show was
Mhm.
dynamite, and every show
Yes.
has been like that. So I want to talk to you about also what happens at this time of the year, that most people treat the end of the year like a finish line.
Mhm.
But I got to tell you, leaders know better. And the way that we end the year determines on how you enter the next one, not with hype, not with resolutions, because a lot of people make resolutions, but they never keep them, right? Look
Right.
at the gyms. January 1st, they're packed.
Yes.
February 28th, cricket, cricket. But I got to tell you, we need to earn the right to even set intentions for next year. And the way we earn the right is by the actions we've taken all along. And that also goes with alignment,
Yep.
alignment between who you say you are and how you actually show up, right?
Yes.
And I got to tell you, man, every time you show up, I'm like, poof, I love this
Yes.
man.
No, I appreciate you, Seafood. And sometimes, like this morning, hey, I showed up at 8:29, like seconds ticking. Um, but it's in my spirit, man. I ran back upstairs coming off the Born to Risk call earlier this morning for the
Mm,
veterans, uh, to go upstairs and I was going to make another cup of coffee because I'm out, and I say, you know what, I'm okay. Let me get back down, but the excitement of the alignment, I'll repeat that for the listeners and the viewers out there. The excitement of the alignment
yeah.
is special, and I agree with you, brother Seafood. I've done it. One thing I love about our style of leadership, we're not afraid to
Mm,
put our hand up and say, woe is me. I've been that guy, man. I've been the, oh man, I'm gonna do this starting January the 1st, because it's been something brewing in my mind, heavy on my heart. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And like you said, Brother Sifu, come January the 28th, and life starts to life. Sometimes you can sway, left or right, or just fall off the wagon altogether. I've been there, and it's something within. As I talked about last week on unified leadership. And if you didn't see that, you all go back, check it out. As Brother Sifu said, if you didn't see the first unified leadership episode, you have to go back and see that with Brother Jose Escobar and Brother Robert Lytle, two amazing, phenomenal leaders. And that unification in these four squares that you see on the screen when there's four people, it was very special. And it's a build-up process.
Mhm.
And I was saying earlier to Brother Emilio Roman that mentally we're already in 2026, man. Mentally, every day you have Tampa on your mind, Seafood, every single day. And to bring, individuals together in alignment, brothers like Danny Z, shout out to Danny Z, Paul McFadden,
Mhm.
so many individuals that's going to be within that alignment, come February down in Tampa special. And I think about that virtual Christmas card that was out, from CLA,
Yeah.
Connected Leaders Academy. Just seeing all the faces on there and that connectedness, which is also, in line and with unified. It's the same thing. That was a beautiful unified front of
Mhm.
all the individuals that we cross pollinate and we have different ties. And I believe finishing out this year strong coming into next year is vital. uh, but one key thing that just keeps sparking back in my spirit: you can't do it alone. It's
Mhm.
it's a collective effort. So uh, what's your thoughts, Sifu, on from a perspective of just coming off surgery, fighting through that surgery, healing internally, but knowing that you got to show up and be accountable for all the different things that you have. How do you feel about that? What drives you, man? What's driving you to keep showing up with all the myriad of things you have brewing?
You see that?
I do.
That's God
Yes.
walking with me, man. That's God walking with me. So
Mm,
I didn't fight through surgery, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Here's what I did before surgery. I prayed to God and I said, God, please heal me
Okay.
before surgery.
Yeah.
I said, so that when the surgeon goes in, he goes, what do I have to do here? So, I mean, that didn't happen. He actually still had to do stuff because he showed me the images and everything. And it was on this shoulder, right? And I didn't put on my sling today, but when I go out of the house, I have to put the sling on because for me, I always want to reach and grab things, right? But
Hmm.
when I'm outside, like people don't know I have surgery, so they'll come, they'll pull me, and so the brace is just a reminder that sometimes we have to stay still in order to grow, in order to get stronger. So the
Hmm.
brace is a good reminder for that. And one of the things that I want to share with everybody is that we should not beat ourselves up as to what didn't we do this year.
Yeah.
What what should we have done? And you can't cry. I always say, don't cry over spilled milk. I say, get the cat to lick it up, right? So,
Hmm. That's a good
and
one.
and I know cat lovers. I know cats are not supposed to drink milk, but they still like it, right? So think about this, right? When we show up, how do we show up? Do we show up as authentic as ourselves, or do we bring this facade with us? And I
Mm,
think that one of the things about you is that you have no facade, right? I don't believe I have a facade. I am who I am no matter where I go, right?
that's
Because
right.
we've spent time together. We see who we are, right? And it's pretty interesting. And the more time I get to spend with you, the more I'm like, man, this guy's awesome. He's real. They don't come more real than you, right? Um, your
Appreciate
book,
you, bro.
amazing book, everybody. I'm not in my other office, so hold up your book. Let everybody know that they need to. If you don't have it in front of you,
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me right now, bro. So
tell us the title of your book. Tell us where to get it.
oh yeah, it's from here to there, prodigal and back. From here to there, prodigal and back. And it's in alignment with the conversation we're having this morning. 26 December 2025. Um, I love speaking about, like you just said, man, authentic, real things.
Mhm.
Because we're living in a real universe. Sifu, we're we're breathing. I always tell you this, and I have to say it, man. I love the thought of kung fu. That's what I love. Yeah, I love the thought of kung fu. I love the thought of mastering self. And that's not, one of those aspects that I don't need God. I only need self. No, it's mastering self is in that image of God. Sifu, man. Like some people get sick of hearing us talk about God, bro.
I
Like just
guess too
straight
bad
up.
for them.
And let's just be honest. Some people like, man, I just want to talk about business. Like, leave God out of it. Like, bro, that's not in alignment. There's someone else out there that will feed you all you need about business without talking about the good God Almighty that we serve. You just saw the photo that Sifu held up on his phone, man, walking with God, bro. I embody that, and I think Kung Fu embodies that in its own aspect. And the book is a memoir of my life. Obviously, we both know this, Sifu. It's a memoir. It's something that was already predestined and ordained. Something that I'm grateful today, again on 26 December 2025, that I did. And now it's like, okay, I did that. That's great. Because we live in a microwave society. We both know this. Everybody wants the quick, instant gratification.
Right.
And some people don't take the time to read. Some people just, don't have that capacity within them to sit down and read a whole book from front to back. But I would levy to say, man, if you want a story, a redemption, if you want the Rudy type story, Rudy at Notre Dame, one of the most iconic movies ever made. I'm my own Rudy. You are your own Rudy Seafood. Each individual that's listening and dialed in and rocking with us this morning is their own version of Rudy.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of us moving into 2026, we're going to do the same exact things that we did in 2025 and expect something different. And that is, yeah, I don't want to say any crazy words, but it, it's it, it, it
It's
it's
called
something.
insanity, right?
Yeah, it's insanity, man. I was thinking idiocrity or whatever word. I don't know, idiot. If we believe that we can continue to do the same thing, Seafood, over and over and over again, expecting a different result.
That's insanity.
That's insanity, brother. Like we have to shift. We have to, as our title of this episode says, we have to finish strong. And not just in the sense of finishing 2026. We're talking about finishing today. We're
That's
talking
right.
about finishing this episode. We're talking about finishing the things that we embark upon and start. And a lot of times it's the simple nudge of having someone with you, a coach with you, a book that you're reading and absorbing and getting something out of that's going to propel you forward in a positive way. So, yeah, brother, here to there, man. It's still out there. It's on Amazon. It's on the website www.lightbulblessons.com. You can call me directly. It's not a sales pitch. I love people getting their hands on the book
Yeah,
because I know the power in it.
there is
Um,
power in that book. Absolutely.
yes, it's a tear jerker, and so many people like, oh man, you had me crying, T.O. Like I can't imagine you experiencing that, but man, but God, like it still comes back to that central theme of man, when we realize there's a higher power that is really, really just waiting on us just to place our hands in the hands of the Most High. Powerful things can happen, Sifu.
I want to show you the picture again, right?
Yeah,
It's
bro.
it's me walking with God, but He's holding my hand. In other words, He's guiding me.
Hmm.
He's my guide.
Yeah, bro.
He's telling me where I should go. And sometimes, guess what? Sometimes you're not going to see me with God
Hmm.
walking because He's carrying me,
Oh
right?
man.
I'm never carrying Him. I'm never leading Him. He's leading me.
Yeah, man.
So it reminds me of that old image where it shows, or somebody saying, God, where were you? And it shows footprints in the sand, just one set of footprints. And it says, where were you when it
Just
was in my
thinking.
darkest moment? I only see one set of footprints. And God says, who do you think was carrying you?
Yeah, man.
Right. So when you see one set of footprints in the sand, you're not walking alone. You're being carried. Right. You're not
Yes.
even walking because
Yes.
you might not have the strength to do so. So when we bring God into leadership, it's it goes to show purpose. It goes to show heart. It goes to show the connection with faith. And in my program, Sifu's Mind Body Method, faith is one of the most important pillars. And I have
Mm.
8 pillars in there.
Yeah, man.
And, mindset, heart, movement, nutrition, hydration, all these different things play a huge role. But without faith, it's like we're an empty vessel, right?
Right.
So for me, it's about commanding the vessel. Who's the vessel? I'm the vessel, right? So
Mhm.
because leadership doesn't reset on January 1st, it truly carries forward. And if you don't close the year with intention, you will drag all the dirt, all the garbage, all the unfinished business, both mentally and emotionally, and
Mm.
even strategically into the next year. Excuse me, the next season. I'm going to share with you the cup that I'm drinking out of, right? It says the boss.
Yeah.
My fiance bought me this, and I
It's good.
laughed.
It's good.
I laughed when she gave it to me. I'm like, I'm not the boss. She goes, I just thought of you when I bought it, right? I was like, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. But what I don't want anybody to ever call me boss. I want them to call me by my name because
Mm.
I'm not better than you,
Right.
even though you may work for me, right? Even though we may be in a relationship. So one of the things that unified leadership is, and even when I put things, it puts you down as a co-host. I'm like, no, he's the host. I'm not the co-host. He's not the co-host. We're both hosts.
Both
But
hosts.
because
Yes.
because the world sees that there's got to be a one here and one here, right? I'm like, wait a minute, no, we're here,
Yeah,
right?
bro.
We're in the same wavelength. We're in the same place. We're both standing on 2 feet. And sometimes, guess what? You may have to carry me, man.
Yeah,
You and
bro.
God may have to carry me, right? And other times I may have to carry you. But
That's right.
let's consider, and one of the things I teach in the method is I teach people not to wait for Monday. It
Mm.
might be Friday. I'll do it Monday. No. What if Monday never comes? You never got it done.
Wow.
One of the questions that I ask everybody is, and this is a hard question for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask it?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. What day or how old will you be when you take your last breath?
Mm,
And a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people struggle with that
yeah.
because they're afraid of death.
Mm,
That's one of the biggest fears people have, death. But to be honest with you, you don't feel death. Emotionally, you think you will, but you will never feel death.
mm.
Because the minute you die, you didn't feel that.
Wow.
And you can't come back and tell us what that felt like because you're dead. So
Right.
just take care of that, right?
Absolutely.
So don't fear the unknown.
Mm,
I always say, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of not living.
yeah, that's a good one.
So when we consider taking action today, like you said, Coach Teo, don't wait. Don't wait till January 1st. Don't make a resolution just because else is doing it. That's not leadership.
Right.
Leadership is doing something before others do, before they even think about it. You do it because it's in your heart, it's in your mind, and you know it's the right thing to do.
That's it,
So,
bro. Man, I love your perspective, bro. And I think about the youth that you teach at your dojo and how they absorb your teaching.
mm,
You know, and I can sit back and say, when I listen to you speak, bro, so many different things start to reflect throughout my spirit, bro. Like
mm,
it's one thing that hopped in my spirit was last night, as you were talking about, uh, that unification once again. That we're both here, man. I have a cousin named Brandon. He's a Clay, so he's blood. His father, my father are brothers, and we had a conversation back over the summer about LeBron James and Michael Jordan, who's the GOAT, right? I'm a little older than he is, and I was like, bro, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, bro. Hey, he was like, hey, LeBron is the GOAT, and we went back and forth, and I wouldn't say it got chippy, Sifu, but we both love sports, and the conversation was like, hey, bro, like you believe what you believe, I believe what I believe.
right.
Hey, whatever. And we're both strong competitive spirits, right? And from the summer up until right now, we haven't talked much.
Mm,
And he knows, and I know that last conversation, was it kind of shifted things. I wouldn't say for the negative, like screw you, don't ever call me again. It was never anything of that sort. But in the spirit, we both were like, yeah, man, LeBron ain't the GOAT. He's like, oh no, Mike Jordan ain't the GOAT, whatever. But last night, I was standing on my porch around about 8:50, and I left him a message. And man, I started crying, Seafood,
mm,
leaving him this message, telling him that life is short, bro. You're my family. You're my cousin, and we're not going into 2026 the
mm.
way it's been since the summer up until right now. Because prior to that, man, I wouldn't say we talked every day, but at least 2 to 3 times a week. We
Wow.
were we were talking and we were building. He's heavy in the stock game. He's a master investor. He's a funded trader, and he started from scratch. So again, don't want to make the whole episode about my cousin and I, obviously, but for the sake of the listeners and the viewership out there, um, I had to let him know, Seafood, that hey, bro, in 2026, bro, we getting back in alignment.
Mm,
We don't have to talk about business. Like I told him, I don't care what you drive. You don't care what I drive. I don't count your pockets. You don't count my pockets. I don't care, how big your house is. You don't care how big my house is. None of that matters. But what matters, bro, is here. What's really in our hearts, and taking every day as the opportunity to truly, really love one another, man. So when I think of unified, that key word that you and I came together with, uni. If you look up the definition, it's one. It's coming into one, man. And you and I, brother, are one. We have forged a one-stop shop and viewer of, and how we view leadership, I would say. And your leadership perspective, man, wow. Like it started all the way back Colombia, just so many different things that you've experienced and leading all the way up to now. So that coffee mug is fitting. Shout out to Melanie, man. The coffee mug is fitting. It's fitting, bro.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, man.
Um, you just talked about something really important about you and your cousin and getting back to what it is, but and that's leadership right there. This is the moment leaders pause, they reflect and decide, and that happened for you
Yeah.
at 8:50 last night. And what a great realization that you came to, because many people keep putting things off. I'll take
Yes.
care of it later. I'll take care of it tomorrow. I'll do this. I'll do that. Sometimes you got to. There's a thing that I learned many, 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 many years ago. That's what happens when you're 104 years old, right?
Right.
I've done so much in my life that I actually feel way older than 104. And people like, how do you know this? How do you know that? I said, because I pay attention, I listen, I observe. God gave me
Yeah.
these. This is a gift. These are a
Yeah.
gift, right? And so many times we forget. We forget what we have in front of us, the people we have in front of us, the situations, the opportunities. And it's so important for everybody as a leader to
Hmm.
stop procrastinating, right? To start to say something. This is what I learned a long time ago. It's called eat better.
Yeah.
And sometimes you ever take something and you bite into it like, oh, you get that, you make that face or whatever.
Yeah.
And like some people can't eat a lemon or a lime or grapefruit. They're like, ugh. But eating a grapefruit every day is very healthy for you.
Absolutely. That's a
Here's the
shock to the
problem
body.
that
Yeah.
here's the problem people do with grapefruits. Are you ready?
They put sugar on it.
I know, because as a kid, that's what I did.
Yes.
And they put sugar on it. And all of a sudden, it's not healthy anymore. Sugar is a killer.
Yes.
And so it's very interesting when people take something that's supposed to be healthy for you and they dilute it, right? And that happens in leadership. They dilute it. And we cannot dilute our own leadership, right?
Mhm.
We need to take care of us first before we handle anybody else.
Yeah.
So eat bitter. Eat bitter means that sometimes you got to do the things that are tough to do.
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes you got to endure those
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
But also don't harp on those, because every time that we get in the muck, it teaches us how to get out of the muck. It
Hmm.
teaches us the resilience that we have as a leader.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, sometimes we have to eat bitter, and I'm okay eating bitter.
Yeah,
And there
man.
goes my camera, just went a little closer.
Yeah. Eating bitter, bro. It stretches you, man. Like you've heard the phrase seafood. There's nothing new under the sun, and it's really not.
Mm,
And you you're a tad bit. older than me, Sifu. Uh, I'm 49, and in 49 years, one thing I know for certain, brother. Shout out to Teddy Scott, man. Kathy Sawyer is Teddy Scott. It's actually Kathy is his wife. Shout out to his wife, Kathy. Uh, that's
They're
good,
both with
brother.
us. They're both with
Yeah,
us.
yeah, they're both with this. That's good. He man, brother Teddy Scott, man. Happy holidays, Teddy. Love y'all out there, man. And where you at? I think he's in Sawyersville,
Well, he
Kentucky.
could put it in the chat. He could put it in the chat. Tell us where you're at.
Yeah,
Tell us what your thoughts are for the end of the year. Share with
absolutely,
us.
man. But yeah, it's seafood. It's man, golly, to stretch yourself, man. You have to do the things that are not comfortable, man. It's not comfortable. Like I've been taking uh oil of oregano and black seed oil in these pill forms, right? I take two a day every morning, and I also put sour sop bitter in my coffee. And man, when I tell you, man, it's one of them like it's like the Bill Cosby face, seafood. You're like, oh, Joe Pudding Pop, like it's so stinking bitter, bro. Sawyersville, Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, yeah, man. It is so bitter, seafood, Rafael. But now I'm used to it. Like the first time, oh man, I was like, I don't know if I can handle this seafood. And I remember the wife, Kizzy, same thing. The first time she tasted, she was like, I don't. I was like, babe, it's going to clean you out. Like once that soursop bitter starts to work in your system, when you sit on that commode, you're going to smell things that you haven't smelled in a while. And it's scraping off all of that crud in your intestine walls, and it's getting things that's been built up in there for so long. Same thing, bro. Like within our journey. Um, you have to stretch, man. I'm probably biased with that, Sifu. I'm sure you're biased with that, on your journey of being a master, in Kung Fu, and me being a Marine. Like we embody that. That's what we live for, is to stretch beyond the norm.
Mhm.
How can we stretch it further? Like the more it sucks out here in the field, the more we love it as Marines, because it sucks. Because we don't know what to expect on the other side. If we have to take up arms and go into combat, we don't know what it's going to look like. So we have to train to that. And it's a simple phrase that we use, and I know you use it in your world too, Sifu, of martial arts. We train the way we fight. We train the way we fight, bro. And even when we are doing our version of martial arts as Marines, called MIC-MAP, Marine Corps Martial Arts Program, that's a bunch of disciplines tied all into one. Bro, like we're not going 100, like full throttle 100, but we're going 99, bro.
Mhm.
So, and we got the vest on, what we call flak jackets, and we're going hard, bro. But when the ish hits the fan, bro, you're fighting the way you've trained. Like, here's another example, you all. And I'm passing the mic back to you, Seafood, because I know you got something great to give. Um, Netflix, Jake Paul, and whatever his name is, something Joshua. I can't think of his first name. The boxer from the UK. Jake Paul's not a professional boxer, bro. Not he's not. I'm not going to go into calling the guy all these other names or whatever, but he's not Sugar Ray Leonard type. He's not Bernard Hopkins type. He's not Terrence Crawford, Iron Mike Tyson type. He's not. He boxes. He's got his record. But man, when that dude got in that ring with that professional boxer, and you could see the difference over time as the rounds went. And that one just signature Sifu tight to the body to protect the rib cage in slow motion. And when he caught Jake Paul on his chin and Jake Paul dropped, they showed it in slow motion. He was like, whoa! Like,
Right.
and what my father would say, his bell got rung. Like, he realized in that moment, like, it's a difference between someone who trains the way they fight constantly every single day on the mat, doing what they do, and going that extra mile every single day to stretch, just like with the South Side. So in 2026, you have to do that as a leadership coach, along with my extraordinary brother, Sifu Rafael, who's a coach, a mentor, uh, just so many, man, you have so many different attributes. I could just keep naming them. Uh, Amazing man of God, He-Man, brother. New York City experience, just all these different phenomenal things that you do, a host of 10 to 12 different shows every single day of the week, man. You're stretching. So I'm telling you all out there, man, 2026, on behalf of both of us, you have to stretch yourself, man. You have to. I'm talking, start today, because that momentum is going to carry you on through, man, January the 1st. Like, another last thing, and I'm sorry, Sifu, it's just on my spirit. I have to say it, bro. As Marines, man, we work in quarters, obviously, right? But we have what's called a TEEP, in our fiscal year. So the fiscal year, money, when we start some of our financials and all that, starts on October the 1st. So in every mind of a Marine, our new year starts on October the 1st. It doesn't start January the 1st. And we're already 3 months in come January the 1st. And with the TEEP, which is a schedule, it's the proposed schedule throughout, the year that we're already looking at from October to October. All the training that has to occur, moving large units from one state to another state to train for 30 days and then moving them back. So October the 1st starts the new year. We're already dialed in. Come January the 1st, it's like water flowing down the stream. We're already rocking and rolling.
That's
So
right.
again, if you don't do anything in 2026, the listeners and the viewers out there, start now. Start now. Finish strong today. Finish strong today. Whatever that may be, like Sifu said, bro. You know, wean off the sugar today if you can. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not on here to be speaking on that level of a nutritionist or something like that. But we all know sugar can be the enemy. And it can be that one thing, man, that changes your life and your trajectory on a whole nother level, bro.
Yeah, love it, love it. I got to tell you, for me, what's in my heart is to help as many people as I possibly can. I can't put a number on it,
Yeah, man.
but if anybody wants to reclaim their health, reach out, because
Yeah,
that's what I
man.
do. Every day, day in, day out, uh, here we go, right? Help me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Absolutely.
bro.
We're here. So when we think about unified leadership, Coach Teo Clay and I got together and we said, we have to do this
Yeah.
because we don't want to just have a show. This is a movement.
Yeah, man.
This is a movement, not only for your leadership style, but who could you lead if you're stuck in a hospital with needles all over your arms and
Hmm.
monitors going on. So first you have to take care of you, take care of your health, so you can lead others, so you can be the example that people are looking for as a leader. Whether you're one now or you want to become one, you need to connect with us. I got to
Yeah.
tell you, I want to welcome you if you're just tuning in to Unified Leadership. It's about starting something with an end goal in mind. And that's what most billionaires think about,
Mhm.
right? Thousandaires don't think that way.
Mhm.
Millionaires sometimes think that way. But billionaires, they're not thinking of what am I going to do tomorrow? They're thinking, what am I doing 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now? And
Right.
so that's how I think. I think of not today, not tomorrow, but what's happening. So
Mhm.
you said that I have Tampa on my mind, and you're right, because
Mhm.
we're doing an event. You're one of our featured speakers, and every time you speak, man, there's mic drops everywhere,
Man,
right?
thank you, bro. Thank you.
And I've seen you speak so many times, and I'm so proud to be in the room when you speak. But
Appreciate
Christmas Day, which was yesterday, I was on a business call,
you. Mhm.
and people are like, "Oh, it's the holidays, it's this and that," and I'm like, "I got to tell you, I was setting up. Are you ready for this? We're taking New York City to Chicago.
Yes.
That's happening in May, and we know, Coach Teal, you're going to be with us, right?
Oh
And
yeah. High
after that,
time.
we're going to
Yes.
well, prior to that, we're going to Ireland, right? So that's also on the mind. And then we're
Mhm.
also going to Atlanta because Coach Tio is going to be taking care of us in Atlanta.
That's
And then
right.
after that, we're going to come back to New York. We're going to be global because we can't contain ourselves. We need to spread the love. We need to spread the wisdom. We need to spread the leadership that we are building. Is it okay if I share something that I know that you and I are going to be doing?
Absolutely, brother.
We're creating a membership for anybody who needs some guidance, who needs to be in a room with other leaders. Maybe you've been a leader for 20 years, but you need to be in a room with people who are doing it as well as you are. And you said it earlier, Coach Teo, you cannot do it by yourself. I can't do it by
No,
myself.
no,
This
bro.
is why we align with people. So it's a community of leaders who've been leading for a long time. It's a
Yes.
room of leaders who are just becoming leaders, and it's
Mhm.
leaders who are not even born yet
Right.
because maybe they show up and they're like, wow. And then as a leader, we're asking every leader who joins our membership partnership, if you will, to lead others. We don't want you to
Mhm.
come in and just be lead me. No, if you're a leader, you know you're a leader. So
That's right.
come and join us and help us lead others who need to be led. I need to be led. Coach
Mhm.
Teal needs to be led. We don't know everything. And and here's the reality. The more you know, the less you know,
That's right.
because there's always something else to learn,
Something
someone else to learn from. So I don't want to be in a room where I'm the smartest guy. And I know, Coach Teal, you don't want to be there either.
no, no way.
Be in a room with leaders who can share their knowledge. So we're creating a community of leaders, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to have workbooks, we're going to have all kinds of things. And guess what? We're going to have in person events. So wherever in the world you are, we need you to come and join Coach Teo and myself as we're going to be hosting leaders, future leaders,
Yeah, man.
world renowned leaders, people who have done it, people who are still doing it.
Right.
So that's what I wanted to share.
Yeah,
That
appreciate you.
leadership is not about me.
It's
It's
not.
about us.
It's unified, man. Like when we put the logo together, I think you said it's up top right here.
There you
That
go.
unified. When you look at that globe, it has a representation of the human body of family all across the globe. Uh, and I love it, man. I love that logo, bro. Like it's
Mhm.
we have so many different platforms. We have Canva, we have AI, we have Sora, we got all these different things, and that's great, man. Utilize them out there. What's your logo? Like,
Mm.
Teddy Scott, bro, get your logo. What's in your heart, what you want to share with the world. Those things are very important. See my other buddy on here, JJ Ragland, out of Houston, Texas, man. Same thing. These different logos of representation, they have power because think about it. Like Sifu just said, he's on the phone probably with Dr. Martha yesterday. Shout out to Dr. Martha, Chicago, Illinois. Like you should already in 2026 mentally be like, yo, I'm gonna be in Chicago. I'm coming to the ATL.
That's great,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
I'm
We're doing
I'm
something September, you and I.
yes,
But
absolutely.
but that's New York City experience. No, we haven't even told. Guess what? Come January, our first show in January, we're gonna tell you the date that you're gonna come and join us for Unified Leadership Summit.
Yes, bro. It's gonna be, man, I'm telling you. I love that, man. I like you said, how old are you when you die? I think that's kind of I'm paraphrasing, but what age will you be, when you pass? Shout out to Scott Schilling. Um, we don't know. So, man, the creative mind needs to be in full throttle come 2026, man. And I get
Oh,
it
yeah.
because it can
Look
get
who's on board. Look who's on board. What?
that's it, man. Say less, bro. Like we have to do these things, man. Why? Because it's our assignment. It's our assignment, bro. Like once again, I'll recap it. You know, the Creator, the Most High. It breathes down and blows that breath and into us, and man, we come together collectively as unified leadership, and man, we spread it. And again, back to like I said, with Sifu's yesterday, Christmas Day, on the phone, making things happen in preparation for 2026 Chicago, Illinois. Um, when it's in alignment, it doesn't feel like work, you all. When it's in alignment, a holiday's not going to stop it because again, going back to the logo, I go back, Sifu, when I watch these episodes. And sometimes I could say five different things in one thing, and I'm doing that now. The logo. Think about yesterday. McDonald's was open, bro.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Shell gas station was open. They may have closed early,
right.
but they were open. They were operating, and they've been in preparation for months leading up until we were in Walmart the other day, Seafood. My wife needed to stop in Walmart to pick up a couple things, and you can imagine, bro, it was a freaking madhouse. On my mind, I'm walking through there in a different mindset, brother. I'm walking. Oh, that's man, I love that logo. You can see faces in that logo.
Mm.
You know, you could literally see faces in that logo right there, man. There's a representation of faces that we know within that logo. But walking in Walmart, brother, I was grateful because my mindset has shifted, not solely just in the moment of walking in Walmart, but leading up to the moment of being in Walmart. My mindset was, man, think about what Walmart has done to prepare for this moment. With
Mm.
all of these last minute shoppers coming in here, baskets full. I'm talking, there wasn't a basket in that Walmart that wasn't full. And then in my mind, I'm knowing that yeah, it's full, and they're going to go home tonight, and they're going to freaking wrap up all these presents. And why? So those kids can come in that room the next morning and hip hip hooray, and everyone's happy and exchanging gifts and things of that nature. But there's preparation that goes into that, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the preparation that we need as leaders, man, is hey, man, what are we bringing to the fold? You can't just forever be a consumer, bro. You just can't.
I,
Uh
I I have to speak on that. I'm sorry.
yeah, go ahead, bro. We're building. We're building. Go ahead.
You heard my story, right? As a kid, when I spoke, um, I didn't receive Christmas gifts as a kid. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was, and so my fiance got me a Christmas gift, and I was thrilled.
Mhm.
And afterwards, she came back and she goes, "I need to buy you something else." I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "Because I don't think I gave you enough." And I'm like, "Are you
Mm,
kidding me? Are
right.
you kidding me?" And she goes, "Well, I feel bad that as a child you didn't get Christmas gifts or any gifts like that." I said, "But you don't understand. You gave me a gift because you love me,
Yeah.
not because it was an obligation. Because I wouldn't have liked the gift if it was an obligation."
That's right.
So when I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "Don't you dare go buy me anything else because now I will feel like it's an obligation." I said, "That gift that you gave me, I love it,
Right.
but it's not enough." I'm like, "What are you kidding me? It came from your heart, and that's
Hmm.
all I want." And to be honest with you, I don't care for gifts. I still don't.
Yeah.
What I really want is you. I want the love that you have,
Yeah,
what you're
bro.
giving me. So when we think about material things, we can't take those when we go to be with the Lord.
Mm-mm.
And one of the funniest things I always can imagine is, can you imagine a hearse going towards the cemetery and a big U-Haul truck behind it with all your junk? It doesn't
Oh
happen.
man.
I've never seen it. Have you seen it?
Nah, it doesn't. No, it doesn't
It
happen,
doesn't
bro.
exist. And the thing is, when we think about legacy, it's not how much money we leave behind or the material things that we leave behind. It's who we were.
Yeah,
That's the
bro.
legacy. Because for me, honest, to be super honest with you and everybody listening, I want to be remembered 5, 8 generations moving
Mm.
forward once I'm gone. And it's
Yeah.
not because of what money I had or material things I had, but what did I do for mankind? How did I help people generate a great life?
Yeah.
So that is everything that I do. And when we talk about giving, it's not about what I want to give you. Because a lot of people like they give you a gift and then they cross their arms, like waiting. Ooh, I'm excited for you to open it because I want you to see who I am.
Hmm.
No, I want to give you a gift because it's what you wanted. So I
Yeah.
learned a long time ago, I don't give my kids gifts. You know what I do?
Yeah.
I say, what do you want?
Hmm.
And then I can give it to you. Right.
So,
So a lot of times I will say, share with me your list of gifts
hmm,
because then I know exactly what you want. I don't want to buy you what I think you want. And a lot of times leadership is based on that. I'm going to lead you the way I want you to be, that I think you should be led, instead of finding out who you want to be once you're led there.
yeah.
So guide me in helping you. And I think
Yes.
as a leader, we need to understand that we can't lead unless we know what their purpose is. So we have to define how we lead as a true leader.
Yeah.
Right?
I
We
think.
have
I
to
think.
listen to the people, right?
Right. Anna said it. Sifu. Shout out to Anna Henry, man. She said, the character is everything. Yes. I mean, we're 1 hour in, bro. I know we're about to close this thing out. Man, a lot of these things that we have touched on today is real character.
Mhm.
It's real character. And we have to lead. We, as in Sifu Rafael and myself, Coach Timothy Clay, we have to lead with bona fide real character. And again, that's alignment. You go back to the headliner, finish strong, start aligned. Finish strong, start aligned. What is that for you? Think about these things, man. Write these things out. Make the vision. I've been having a lot of conversation the last few days about 2026 and already starting to again write these things out. Make it plain. Like write it out and make the vision plain. I'm going to, not I want to. I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to implement. I'm going to, by the mid part of the year, be in a further, better position than I was starting at the top of the year. There's the challenges are going to come. We could talk about SMART goals. We could talk about many different things. The bottom line is, will you put God first every single day, all day, constantly fighting off, whatever out there that could shape your character in a way in which you do not need it to go. All the things we talked about today: unified leadership, resiliency, character, love. Seafood just talked about just pure, just love, man. Just pure love. Like I can't express it enough that God loves us. We are not afraid to speak about the goodness of God.
That's right.
Some may think, oh, well, that's corny, that's cheesy, or whatever they think that may sound. Hey, trust me, there's going to come a time to where you're going to have to rely on God. You cannot do it alone. We're here. So many beautiful things lined up for 2026. Get on the train, man. The train's moving. The train is moving. And man, this gentleman's talking about Dublin, Ireland. I've never been to Ireland. I'd love to go to Ireland,
You
but I
got
know there's
fun.
there's preparation that comes with that. I can't just blink and just wake up tomorrow and just be in Ireland. I literally have to strategize, plan, take the time out, clear the noise, look at my character, like Anna Henry said, look at all the encompassing things for us to execute at a high level as leaders. And like Sifu said earlier, whether you're starting off as a leader, you've been in leadership for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, you think you're the most amazing leader on the planet Earth, you think you suck as a leader. Trust me, this is the think tank right here. Unified leadership, we're here. We can bring the best of the best. If I call Tony Robbins tomorrow, we could get him on unified leadership. We call Myron Golden, we call LeBron James, we call whoever. Hey, all they can say is no. But truth be told, it's in us. We got to stop looking at all of these status of individuals thinking it's them. No, yeah, blessings to them, more power to them, but it is us. It is the collective right here. So I love you, Sifu, man. Thank you for being here this morning with that most amazing, beautiful sweater with the fresh llama. Everybody in the chat, man, we appreciate you all out there, man. Really do.
Yeah. So here, let me show you my llama again. Right, my camera keeps freaking out. Hang on, stop it, camera. So there's my cam. There's my llama, right?
Yeah. What's his name, bro? You got to give him a name, bro. Like,
Oh man, you can name him as you
he,
like.
he looks like a Lionel the llama.
Lionel. Well, let me share with you. Right, you talked about reading, right?
Yeah.
This is the book I'm reading. This guy's going to be on my show as well. He's a great
Yes.
leader, John Gaspari, and what a great leadership book this one is. And he said he didn't want to make it a big, thick book because he wanted to get to the point, right? He didn't want to
Yeah.
give these long, drawn out stories. He wanted to
Right.
get right to the point. And I want to share with everybody as my closing statement, if you don't mind, is
Yeah.
the calendar doesn't change leaders. You, as a decision maker, you do your decisions change how you show up, how you come ahead. And the strongest leaders don't wait for permission from January 1st. And why do we keep blaming January 1st for all of our futures instead of
Right.
taking control today? So decide today. Leaders finish what needs finishing.
Hmm.
Don't take the baggage from this year to next, from today till tomorrow. And I'm not saying January 6th is the, oh, that's the, no, today's the day. Now's
Today.
the day. So you got to release what no longer fits and align with who you're called to be. So when the new year arrives, it and you said it right, and the Marines, October, you already set right. It
Hmm.
doesn't find you in searching for stuff for clarity at the end of the year. This January 31st, you should still be in alignment with what you put in your heart today. So
Yeah.
it meets you when you're ready. So finish strong. And you said it, start aligned and lead with purpose. So we're going to make this a unified leadership tradition every year. At the last show, we're going to talk about leadership in this regard. How do we go into the next chapter? Because every day of your life is a new page. It's a
Yeah.
new page. So now how do we go into the next one? How do we go into the next section of your book? Because we're all writing a book
Hmm.
every day by your actions. And I got to tell you, so yeah, so change humanity, yes, and change history. And that's what we're doing here, right? To helping people understand that leadership starts with you. It doesn't start with them.
That's right.
One of the things that I teach all the instructors that I train, I say to them, who wants to be a great leader? They all put their hands up. And I say, before you become a great leader, you have to become a great follower.
Indeed.
But also, you have to follow the right people
Oh
because you can
yeah.
follow the wrong
Yeah.
people
You can
and
follow the
become
wrong
a
people.
terrible leader.
That's a fact, bro. Wow. That right there, bro. Like it's so crazy because I'm looking at so many different people are coming in into the chat,
Mhm.
to the comments, viewing. You know, some people they don't comment, they just comment, they just absorb and listen. Many people are back to work today.
Mhm.
Some people are off. I know my daughter, she was here celebrating with us last night, playing board
Nice.
games. And, you know, it was a good time. I know she's back at work. She's a family therapist, and you know, there's people that she's helping right now as we speak. 9:39 a.m. She's helping someone within the profession that she earned in terms of, hey, how can I help your family dynamic be better? And she works with youth. You know, it's state appointed and all these different
Mhm.
ways that it comes about. But all these different clients that she works with, uh, I love the fact that she's coming into her own as a young lady, knowing that she's got to be prepared for that.
Mhm.
You know, she can't just be just showing up, just doing whatever. She's got to be on point, on cue.
Yeah.
And same goes for us out there, man. Hey, be ready to rock and roll. Um, Man, seafood, bro. Like I love anything that the spirit moves and all throughout the chat. Man, it's just changing humanity.
Mhm.
Speaking about the goodness of God, you know, looking within self, and it's just great, brother. This is a great thing here, and I appreciate you today, man. Once again, uh, this is our last because next Friday is what, the second, correct?
Yeah. It's our
Yeah,
first show for the year.
Right. So this, you know, finishing strong. I feel like we've done that, Sifu. We started, uh, and we're gonna keep building and keep growing, and we're finishing strong, brother. And we're in alignment, moving into next Friday at 8:30. We're in alignment, dog. Like it's only going to continue to grow. And one last shout out, man, brother Benjamin, that was down in Florida with us, man, the carpenter. You know what I'm talking about. He reached out to me yesterday, man, sent me a beautiful message, just talking about, hey, man, the brotherhood, talking about what Fort Lauderdale meant to him, you know, at the He-Man conference when we all came together to the construction site as
Right.
brothers to work on ourselves, to go back out and be better out in the field. Uh, and I think this year from Dr. Reed, congratulations to Dr. Reed, man. Dr. Reed's
Love that
dropped like
man. Love that man.
7 books. Yeah, I think it's like 7 books that he dropped this year.
Wow.
Just dropped a new one a couple days ago. Uh, you know, go check him out. The gentleman, the book you was just talking about, you know, Jose Escobar and CLA hit all 50 states. Just amazing. Shout out to Lancelot Theobald, you know, just all the amazing things, the movie, the veteran. Man, we can keep going on and on about the amazing leaders that are making things happen out here, bro. And that is to be celebrated. Those are real wins, Sifu.
Oh yeah.
And as Emilio said earlier, man, uh, just documenting those wins. Write down every win that you got this year, you all. I'm telling you, or thumb it in your phone, put it in your notes. However it is that you could put it somewhere to where you could physically look at it. Because once you make it physical and it's something that you could really reach out and touch, man, it changes the atmosphere. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
Write down those wins. My wins. I'm leaving it with this one, Sifu. My wins this year started with this man that is on this screen right now, Sifu Rafael. He gave me an opportunity to speak in my favorite city in the world. And I've been around the world. Literally, my favorite city is New York City, man. And he gave the opportunity, T.O. Clay. I want you here, brother. Whatever it takes, T.O. You're a leader. No excuses. Don't make me put my foot in your butt. Do what you got to do and get your butt up here. I need you, brother. And every time, man, I would come into his space, the embrace that we had, the real hug, like that real squeeze tight, rock left and right, man, heart to heart, Gordon Melville style. And it's like, hey, man, I love you, bro. And man, those 3 opportunities to come to New York City and speak, man, like it is a dream, bro. Like that's equivalent to my dream of like playing in the NBA, straight up and down, seafood. Like me going to the NBA, me being able to speak in New York City and pour out the talents that God has given me, the skill set that I worked so hard on for so many years to lead. You provided that opportunity. Those are wins, major wins. W column, man, New York City. So imagine moving into 2026, Tampa, Florida, Chicago, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia, Dublin, Ireland, all these different opportunities. Bro, it's go time. I love you, man. I
Love you,
love
man.
you.
Love you back. And Unified Leadership Summit is going to be in New York. We're going to take it to Atlanta. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go all over, but make sure that if you're a leader or if you're becoming a leader, to connect with both of us. Just like
Yes.
we have so many people that we know personally, and it's about the connections that we make. But it's about being in the room with leaders.
Mhm.
It changes your dynamic. It changes your brain waves so that we can
Yes.
do great things together. I cannot believe we took this show this long, an hour and 15 minutes, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Because we had to say what we had to say, right?
Right, bro. It's special, man. Unified leadership is special. I'm already excited about the snippet that's about to be played. Head bobbing. Man, I love it, bro.
Let's
I
do it.
love it.
All right, everybody. God bless. We'll see you in the next year, the new
Take
year.
care.
All right.
New year. Yep.
leadership. Let's move. Let's lead. Let's ride. Unify leadership. Like the flame, turn it up loud. Remember the name.